Hi, it's Timo. Welcome to Norwich City Central.
And breathe. Hello, everybody. Lewis, Norwich City Central, crazy game of football, a sensational game. And yeah, breathe. The heart rates can now lower. We can lower our heart rates and be very happy as Norwich City have got 3-2 victory over Stoke. At what cost? Can Norwich City do it on a cold, wet Tuesday night in Stoke? They've been able to do it. A brilliant win. Norwich City look completely comfortable at 3-0 up. Goals from Buendia and 2 from Tim Pukki. Norwich City looked comfortable, and then a stupid red card from Buendia changed the whole game. Stoke then managed to make it 3-1 straight after, and then they made it 3-2, and Norwich City had to hang on, but they fortunately managed to get the win. And Stoke are a very good team at this level. I think Stoke will finish in and around the top 6. I think they started the day in 6th place, so it was a really good win by Norwich, but they made it very, very difficult for themselves, and they've won. But at a cost, Buendia's got a red card, and of course the very sad news about Tim Krul. Let's get into the game. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. I'm hoping your heart rates are kind of lowered down, and we can talk about this win. But a fantastic win for Norwich City, and that unbeaten run continues. And yes, Norwich City have had a little bit of luck, but we deserve to be top of the table. Defensively, we had 3 clean sheets in a row before this game, and defensively before kind of up to the 70th minute, we defended really well. So defensively, we've been excellent. Going forward, we've shown real glimpses of quality, and we show great character, we show great fitness. We deserve to be top of the league, even albeit we've had a bit of luck. But let's talk about the game. Norwich City started very bright, had lots of the ball, and then they opened the scoring in the 18th minute through Buendia, and Josh Martin made his debut in this game, the youngster. Josh Martin was absolutely excellent, showed great feet for both goals, and I don't think Josh Martin hasn't really had too much game time. He's a youngster. You've got the likes of Borheta. When Ono Hernandez was fit, when Dow was fit, they was always going to start ahead of him. But yeah, Josh Martin was absolutely brilliant in this game. Showed great feet, and then the ball comes to Pukki, and Norwich City have an overload. Pukki ends up playing into Marcus Sheepman, and Buendia is free on the right. Sheepman plays it into Buendia, and it's a lovely strike from Buendia, who was at the centre of this game to make it 1-0. And the one kind of criticism maybe of is, of course, his attitude, which we'll get to in a minute, but his ability to score goals. So it's a really nice finish, and great to see Buendia get the first goal of the game, and his assist for the second goal was absolutely brilliant. This was a sensational second goal by Norwich City. As I said, we had lots of the ball. Stoke kind of tried to play and hit us on the counter attack, but Buendia in the middle of the pitch, a sensational through ball over the top. And Norwich City have had a lot of joy going forward against 2 really good teams so far this season. I think Bristol City and I think Stoke as well. And Norwich City are really great when teams like to play a high line, and we can get Pukki running in behind. Because when we play Millwall at home, Birmingham at home, they just sit back and Pukki can't run in behind. So yeah, that kind of comes to an advantage. And it's Norwich City have played against good teams like Bristol and Stoke and managed to have a lot of luck a lot of joy going forward. But yeah, brilliant ball through from Buendia. Tim Pukki runs onto it, and it's a brilliant finish. He's at an angle. He's just outside the 18-yard box by the side, takes an extra touch, and then a brilliant volley with his left foot into the bottom corner. Brilliant strike from Tim Pukki on the angle. Absolutely brilliant. And Pukki's back. Pukki's deadly. And yeah, and Pukki obviously ended up scoring the winning goal. What was the winning goal? So brilliant. And Norwich City went into half-time 2-0 there. Pretty comfortable. Stoke had the really good chance just before half-time. A ball into the box. Stephen Fletcher wins it. Tim Krul makes a great save. And then Stoke ended up having about 5 shots in 10 seconds. Norwich City threw their bodies on the line. And they also hit the crossbar. But Norwich City managed to survive. But the big news was just before half-time, Tim Krul getting injured. Really bad to see. It was an off-the-ball incident. Tim Krul, I think it was from a goal kick, kicked it forward, but his thigh pulled up. So it looks like it's a thigh injury from Tim Krul. He could be out for several weeks. We'll have to wait to hear back from Daniel Farker. But that's absolutely gutting, because Tim Krul's been our player of the season, hasn't he? He's been absolutely brilliant. And yeah, he's made so many great penalty saves, so many important stops. I think of Rotherham away, we don't win that game if it's not for Tim Krul. Swansea at home, we don't win the game if it's not for Tim Krul. So he's an integral player, and let's hope he's not out for too long, because whilst McGovern's a fine keeper, he's definitely no Tim Krul, is he? But Norwich City go 2-0 up, look reasonably comfortable, and we make it 3 as well. Josh Martin, as I said, had an absolutely excellent game. Besides Pukki, Josh Martin probably was the next best Norwich City player. Lovely run forward, plays through Tim Pukki. It's terrible defending from Stoke, and Tim Pukki is 1-on-1 against the goalkeeper, running through the centre of the pitch, takes it around the goalkeeper with a bit of luck, and then scores from about 6 yards. So really good finish from Tim Pukki. A little bit of luck as he rounds the keeper, the ball kind of rebounds back to him, or off the goalkeeper's shin. But a great finish, great play from Tim Pukki, and that's now extended his goals for, I think, for 6th of the season. And yeah, Pukki's in great form, and it's really good to see the old Tim Pukki, because Tim Pukki is a fan favourite at Norwich City. He's a great character, a very humble person, and it's really good to see Pukki back at his best. And Norwich City looked 3-0. I was kind of sitting on my sofa thinking, oh, look, this is easy, this is comfortable. But how foolish I was. In all my years supporting Norwich, I think there's one thing you need to remember, and that is never to be comfortable as a Norwich City football fan. I thought I would have learnt that by now, but Norwich City were very comfortable in this game. Oliver Skipp was doing really well defensively. Grant Hanley and Ben Gibson were superb. And then Emi Buendia, who before this was probably one of the best players on the pitch, decides to do something utterly stupid, which took him from up there right the way back down. Buendia is already on a yellow card. The ball bounces up, and Emi Buendia decides to put his foot right up to the Stoke player, gets a second yellow card. And was it a second yellow? Absolutely. Emi Buendia didn't need to do that, and Buendia deserved to get sent off, which was really disappointing. Emi Buendia has been at the club. This is his 3rd season and already his 3rd red card. And the one thing which Buendia needs to improve upon is his attitude. He's always full throttle. Even sometimes when Buendia is not playing his best, he's always full throttle. Sometimes tries to do too much. Sometimes his attitude gets in the way in terms of he's very up or he's down. He can get very dejected quickly and be so. Yeah, I think that's what he needs to work on, just that discipline and that attitude, if he wants to be a top player. Because there's no doubt he's got the quality on the pitch, but sometimes he doesn't always use his head in the right way. Silly from Buendia. And then what do Norwich City do? They go and concede 30 seconds later. A ball comes in from the left. Trace Campbell comes in on Sorensen and makes it 3-1. Sorry. And then from that point, it's all backs against the wall. Norwich City are down to 10 men. Pukki comes off, and we have no really attacking outlet. Proheta was trying hard up front, but we have no attacking outlet. 10 minutes to go, Stoke corner. Norwich City haven't conceded a corner all season until that point. Comes in, it's terrible defending from six yards out. Zinnerman loses his man, and it's 3-2. And you can see why Hanley and Gibson are the top 2 defenders at the club. And Norwich City have to hang on for about 15 minutes. It was kind of heart in the mouth time for Norwich City supporters, where Stoke were putting several crosses in. But Grant Hanley and Ben Gibson were doing brilliantly at the back. Oliver Skipp as well was shielding the defence. And yeah, Norwich City defended reasonably well. I think Stoke had a couple of chances from headers, which went over the bar. Stoke did put the ball in the back of the net in the 89th minute, but McGovern was judged to be fouled, which I thought was a little bit harsh. But to be fair, there was a push in there. But yeah, Norwich City ended up winning the game 3-2. Norwich City were completely comfortable up until the 70th minute and were putting in one of their best performances. They were defensively disciplined. Going forward, they were clinical. Pukki was on fire. Buendia was on fire. The youngster Josh Martin was doing great. And then Buendia's red card changed the whole complexion of the game. And yeah, Stoke got 2 quick-fire goals from poor moments of defending. But Norwich City ended up winning the game 3-2. And that's a massive victory against Stoke, because Stoke are a really good team. But what is promising is, as I said, Norwich City deserve to be top of the league. And when we come up against these really good teams like Stoke and Bristol City, we do create lots of chances. So yeah, really pleased with the victory. I'm hoping Norwich City are going to win more games of football, not with so many late goals and not making it difficult for themselves. But hey, that's the life of a Norwich City supporter. But Tim Pukki ends up winning the game for Norwich. Stoke 2, Norwich City 3. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.